In this video, you'll see how I turned $200 into $1,800 using signals from a bot. You'll get a complete guide on how to activate it, how to trade with it, and of course, how to achieve the same results. This is a very convenient method that any beginner trader can repeat, even if you have no experience. After watching this video and practicing for just 20 minutes, you'll be able to get the same result. Yeah, making 10 times your deposit in a single day probably won't happen right away, but you really can at least double your deposit. So watch closely. I'll show you all the instructions and settings, and you'll be able to repeat everything yourself. Let's get started after this video. I'll open my first trade with 50%, that's $110. My trading method allows me to do this and open trades with 50% of my deposit, but I don't recommend you do the same. If you're just starting out, use a maximum risk of 25% with a robot. That's the highest you should go. Anything more is just too risky. Once you understand how the robot works, how to use it, and what percentage of profitable trades it delivers, then you can really start increasing your risk, say up to 30 or even 50%, but I still don't really recommend using 50%. It's best to use that only after you've already grown your balance. For example, I only had $200 in my account, and when I increased it to $1,000 or even $2,000, then yes, I can easily put those earned funds back into circulation, which lets me increase the amount I use per trade. Yes, at times it might be 60 or even 70%, but we don't touch the principle of the deposit. That's why you also need to approach these percentages very flexibly and understand what you want. Do you want to trade by a specific, fixed percentage and grow steadily that way? Or do you want to trade very quickly? And accordingly, you have your main deposit, which you need to increase first, but then you can trade using all your main profits. So, for example, if I open a trade for $90 right now, I'm not risking my deposit at all. That's purely the amount I've earned. So let's open the next trade for $200. That will be 50% of my deposit, plus the extra money I've earned on top. This way, I can grow my deposit even faster. The next currency pair I'm choosing is the Australian dollar to Canadian dollar. I go to the robot boost, select it, and I want to remind you that you can activate this robot right now using the link. It's in the description and also in the pinned comment. All you need to do is open the description of this video right now or check the comment, and there you'll find the link to this robot. It's available to our entire community, so subscribe and then you'll be able to activate this bot. Its stats are at about 85% successful trades. So go ahead right now and activate this robot. And this trade brings me $162. So now I have $474 in my balance. And I started with $220. So right now, if I don't want to risk anything at all, I can open a trade for $250. I still have my initial deposit, and as you can see, that's already a 52% gain, but like I said at the beginning, you can increase that percentage. And at the same time, keep your initial deposit, so you're basically not even risking anything. Let's pick a neighboring currency pair, the US dollar and Japanese yen, and let's ask BoosterBot where the price is going to go. And honestly, this is a really simple tool that doesn't require any knowledge or experience. Any beginner trader can actually learn how to use BoosterBot in just a few hours and, as a result, start trading and making money and earn just as much. Unfortunately, this trade closes at break-even. I didn't earn or lose anything. As you can see, entry points still need to be used with a bot since my deal closed, 0. And then the price went in the direction I needed. This happens. It's not critical. This is a normal situation on the market. Now I choose the currency pair Euro $250 for one transaction. I selected in the booster bot as well, and now I choose the trade time, 1 minute. I get a buy signal, and right from here, I'll open a buy trade. As we can see on this currency pair, we have a good upward movement. The booster bot picked up on this, and especially if we add some analysis here, we had this level that the price broke through, as we can observe, and now it's ready to go higher, but there's a level a bit to the left. Accordingly, it started right here, and so the price might approach it and bounce off. So for 1 minute, basically, we have a very good entry point, meaning we'll get a bounce only from the upper boundary, which I marked a little higher. Let's watch this trade. And this trade is already closing in profit and brings me $230. So now I can open a trade for almost $500. For example, let's say $450. So if this trade closes at a loss, I'll still have $250 left in my balance. That means I'll still be in profit, even though that's 63% of my deposit. That's why with this kind of increase, you can really trade at 60%, 80%, even 90%. The question is, do you want to trade with a fixed percentage? Or do you want to trade with the whole amount and protect your deposit? We're only risking our time, but nothing's stopping me, for example, from opening another trade right now for $250. And then I wouldn't be risking anything. But let's take a risk anyway and open the next trade for $450. Euro to Australian dollar. I go to BoosterBot and select the same currency pair with a trade time of 1 minute. We're waiting for the signal. The bot gives us a sell signal, and there's a good downward movement here, so the bot read it perfectly. But we have a level below, meaning up to that level. I think even for 3 minutes, we would have gotten a sell signal. Let's watch how this trade closes and see what profit I end up with. The trade closes perfectly, bringing in a profit of $414. So for the next trade, I suggest making a final trade for $800. So if anything, I'll still have $300 of clean balance left, and I'll still be in profit even if this trade ends up in the red. Either way, I'll be up by 50% on my deposit, which is $100. Alright, the next trade is for 800 bucks. So let's try to open it. Let's pick an interesting currency pair. Actually, we can even try this trade on the same pair, the euro to Australian dollar. Let's do that. And set the trade time to 1 minute again. Let's see how 2 trades in a row close on the same currency pair. By the way, just a reminder, you can go and activate this robot right now using the link. It's available to our whole community in the description. So go ahead and activate the robot, and you can achieve the same results. The activation process literally takes just 20 minutes. But after that, you can really start working with confidence and, accordingly, save both your time and your money. An excellent second consecutive trade on the same currency pair has already brought me $730. As you can see, $1, 800 in my balance, which means I've almost increased my deposit tenfold. Just a reminder, you can get this robot right now by following the link in the description. Go there and activate it. If you have any questions or run into any issues, just write to our managers and they'll help you activate and set it up, the robot. In short, I'm leaving all the links in the description. With that, I'll say goodbye for now and I'll see you in the next videos. Also, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to this YouTube channel.